Hi Tubies, here's Alexandra and welcome to another painting tutorial. This time I want to give you a fairly simple and easy to achieve Space Marine chapter that is quite easy to paint. Well, I have here a very old plastic Space Marine. He is primed in black. Ignore the red shoulder pads. This was just something years ago. So, Space Marine primed in black. So, as first color, we will use a 50-50 mix out of rhinox hide and Hasut copper. So, give the colors a good shake. And then we take something of that on a palette. Mixing it good together, and then we will dry brush the whole miniature with it. For those of you that don't know what dry brushing is, well, you wipe off most of the color on a paper towel. Well, you might have seen that at this step I didn't wipe it up on a paper towel. Well, you can ignore my my commands and suggestions if you know how to achieve it. If not, then just simply follow my line, my lead. So, we are using this brown bronze base coat now as well, as the base for our gold. Gold is a quite difficult color if you don't know how to apply it properly, but if you do, then it's not kind of a big deal. So, ta-da! Okay, that's done. Then we take auric armor gold and we mix it into our color. Good chunk. Just like that. So, and again we will dry brush over the miniature with that color, but with a little bit lighter coat. Meaning I will not dry brush now every single little bit of it, just the upper and major parts, because we want to have step by step a kind of highlight. And please use an old brush for that. You see, you will definitely damage your good brushes with that method. So don't use your fancy brushes for that. Okie doke. And he starts to look shiny. Now we will use more of the gold, like that, and then we will pull a little bit of that color into that. Okay, and now we make an even lighter dry brush. You see, I'm concentrating here on the edges of the legs, for example, the upper parts of the knee pads, and the upper part of the backpack. So now we take pure gold, and obviously you would make that on, well, maybe 10 or 20 Space Marines at the same time. So just the absolute top parts now. And ta-da! We have a really nice and rich gold color on the whole Marine, with little to none effort. So, now we make the finishing touches on the highlights. For the gold, we will mix in some chainmail, or if you have the new one, Runefang Steel. I personally prefer chainmail, and mix that a little bit into the gold to make some real final highlights. For example, here at the top. Just like that. Or here, for example, the top of the knee pad. Those are supposed to represent light reflections. Just with the edge of the brush here at the back part of the leg defenders. Okay. Then maybe going over here, the backpack a little bit. And there we go. The coat is done. Now we paint the blue parts of the miniature. This is like standard procedure with painting. So you start with a normal brush. In this case I use a standard brush from GW. I use Markridge Blue. As a base coat. The Celestial Lions have blue helmets and blue shoulder pads. Okay, that was the helmet. Shoulder pad 1 and shoulder pad number 2 is following quickly after. So we are at 10 minutes now. That's a good time. So Now we start to highlight. For highlight purposes I use Ticklish Blue. So just mixing in a little bit of the color. And start to highlight. Always leave a little bit of the old color behind. Okay, now a little bit more of the color. Now a little bit water to adjust the flow. Yeah, and the blue parts are also done. So I will now make the final details of the miniature, like painting the bolter and well, painting the eyes. Here a little bit silver on the helmet for the respirator, and well, some minor details that I don't want to show in this tutorial. If you want a detailed version of painting tutorial, then just watch one of my other tutorials. This is just a quick one. Well, I will finish that up and show you the end result. Be right back. Okie dokie tubies, here is now the finished product. As you can see, obviously I don't have the shoulder marking for a Celestial Lion Space Marine, but well, of course he has gotten the badge for my bad company. So, other than that, I have painted the bolter case now in black and all the metal parts. Here the holster for the bolter, the knife, all the details in the face, on the helmet, I mean. In the source material on Lexicanum or Warhammer 40k Wiki and every other site, I could find something about the Celestial Lions. There's never stated what eye color the Celestial Lions had, and you can't see it because it was just a smudgy gray in all the pictures. So I decided to paint the eyes in red. So I hope you liked this quick tutorial about the Celestial Lions, and we see us in the next video. You're Alexandra.